We got another Artisan drop and a drop period from Hot Toys. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay with Brother Cuss's Toy Reviews, and that's right, I am back with the news. Man, it feels so good to say that. It has been a long time since we got a release or an announcement or anything from Hot Toys. I was so tired of seeing, the last figure up there. Oh my God, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's really been a minute. But yes, we have an Artisan release, and man, I mean, this is one that I'm really excited for because I remember when this book came out way back in the day, way back in the 90s when I was a little itty bitty kid, and we were praying for Star Wars anything. And now, as the abundance of Star Wars that we get now, I mean, it's crazy because back then we didn't get shit. After Return of the Jedi, there was a major law, and we was just like, you couldn't get any Star Wars product. But we got this book, and now we have this figure. So let's go ahead and bring it up. You already know what I'm about to bring up. That's right, Dark Empire Luke has arrived, and I'm gonna tell you something, guys. This thing looks fantastic. They nailed it. They really did. They knocked it out the park with this sculpt. Now, I already know what a lot of you are going to say. It's a damn kid bash for the most part, and it is because we've seen these Darth Vader parts before: the cape, the pants, the shin guards, the breathing apparatus that he has on his. Does he have the? I think he does have the breathing apparatus. I can't see it in this picture, but I believe he does have. No, sorry, not the breathing apparatus, but he has the boxes on the belt, the cod piece, the gloves. We've seen this before. We have. Now that cape is a little different because of how it flares up and everything, but we've seen a lot of these parts before, and I know a lot of people are going to hit me with, oh, it's a kid bash, oh, this is some bullshit, oh yeah, which you're not wrong. But this is the look, this is the look that they went with. This is the look he had in the books and in the comic, and yeah, so it looks amazing. It looks phenomenal. I think this is what, an Artisan should be. They did give you two versions of this figure. They gave you the Artisan and they gave you the sculpted version. Now, I remember when this one came out, a lot of people were saying that they thought the sculpted one was much better, and they decided to go with the sculpted one. I remember hearing that a lot. But I'm gonna tell you guys, that looks fantastic. I don't care what anybody says. That looks fantastic. That really does. It really looks good. I mean, for all of you that were like, hey, I'll go with the sculpted one, I don't need the rooted hair, they did their thing. They did their thing. They really did. They did their damn thing on that rooted hair. It really looks good. It looks damn good. Damn, that looks amazing. It really does, guys. Let me go ahead and put my glasses on so I can really get a closer inspection of it. As I said, they did a damn good job on this piece. This really looks good. Look at that shot right there. That Mark Hamill sculpt. I remember there was a time where they just couldn't get his sculpt down at all. But this sculpt, they nailed it. They really, I don't care what anybody says. I think they nailed it. And they had to. Because like we did say, there's a lot of the same in this piece. There's a lot of stuff they stole from Darth Vader. Now the telltale sign is I want to see a height comparison, because if he is as tall as Darth Vader, then we got a problem. We really have a problem. That, I mean, I'm still gonna get it. That's not gonna deter me from getting it. But yeah, come on, we know we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? We got a problem. He has to be a little shorter in that costume because it is Luke, and Luke is way smaller than his dad. You know what I'm saying? He is. Even when his dad didn't have the robot, the robot shit. Luke is like what, 5? Mark Hamill is like 5'9". You know what I'm saying? So you really, yeah, they really gotta work on that. If, I mean, it's already out, but that would really tell us that they just put the head sculpt on a Darth Vader body and Bob's your uncle. There you go. Well, and you know what? That's good enough for a lot of people. But yeah, that's really lazy if they did that. But I'm still getting it. I'm still getting it. And I know that's the problem, right? We get it. That is the problem, that we're still gonna run and get it. They know there's a lot of Hot Toys shills and a lot of Hot Toys loyalists, so they can do that. But regardless of that, we're talking about the figure. The figure looks awesome. It does. This is a dope looking figure. And once again, that head sculpt looks phenomenal. I'm not even like looking at this. The hair looks sculpted. It does. It really looks sculpted. But no, this is the Artisan one. They just gelled that hair the hell down, as they should have. As they should. But man, that looks good, guys. This is a damn good looking piece right here. Yes, I'm gushing. I'm gushing all over this piece. I am, because this is phenomenal. And once again, our guy Aries was right. If you didn't catch Aries' show this Sunday, Aries made a triumphant comeback return to streaming. And he said that this was going to be something that we were going to get. He said that this was on the way, and here it is. Here it is. I think it looks phenomenal. I think they did an excellent job on this. They really did. And yes, he looks a little shorter than Darth Vader, so that I want to see a height comparison. But he does look shorter than Darth Vader, so that's good. That's good. At least they took that in consideration, and that's fine. This is the look he had. Another great shot of the figure right here. Right, man, that looks good. Man, this looks good. It's a real good looking piece. You get two lightsabers, as you can see there. You get one green lightsaber. You get one red lightsaber. I wish they could have did the same thing with the Darth Vader Sith Apprentice. You know what I mean? Like, why give us a blade with, give us the blue blade with no light? That's just stupid. Just stupid that they would even do that. It just shows you how they just, want your money. But I ain't gonna lie, having this next to your Darth Vader Sith Apprentice, mwah, chef's kiss. Something that I do plan on doing. So that's gonna be phenomenal. That's gonna be phenomenal. You see him there with the green lightsaber, looking dope, looking phenomenal, looks amazing. Yeah, that's people hitting me up. I know some people waking up to this like, what? Like, what the hell? What is this doing out? But this is delayed a lot. Like, a lot of the Artisan figures have been delayed. A lot of them. I think it just takes way more work getting these things out. Now, I will say those gloves do look a little different than what we've seen with the regular Darth Vader gloves. They look different, actually. They do look different. So, like, especially if you look at how the fingers are and everything, they look different. So, yeah, it's not exactly all the Darth Vader piece. But we know that it's Darth Vader's belt. We know the cod piece. We know the pants. We know the shin guards. But the cape, definitely a different cape. With the collar flared, or they just could have, that's a different cape. The gloves do look different. The undersuit looks a little different, but I mean, mostly the same. It's a black costume, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's a lot of reused parts. But we've seen that before with a lot of Hot Toys. But we know we're here for that damn head sculpt. And that head sculpt that's something special, guys. It really is. That really looks fantastic. It really does. Trying to see if it's way different than the Luke from The Mandalorian. Way different. Now watch this. I know I'm going to see a bunch of people that are actually going to dump that Mandalorian Darth Vader. They're going to dump it. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're going to dump their Mandalorian Darth Vader for this one. I know some people are going to do that. I think they're crazy for doing that, but to each his own. You got to get the funds, man. Times is hard. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do what you got to do. No shade. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that because that, Mandalorian Darth Vader made me cry. That made me cry like a little boy. So, and it was at a real dark time, and that was a real bright light at the end of 2020. So, that Mandalorian season 2, those figures, special place in my heart. So they ain't going nowhere. For the most part, ain't going nowhere, especially that Luke. But this right here is fantastic. If you do trade that off to, sell that for funds to get this Luke right here, as I said before, I ain't mad at you because it's a great looking figure. Now, now that we have a dope Luke head sculpt with rolling eyes and you get this wonderful hair, it's only a matter of time before we get Farm Boy. Only a matter of time before we get Farm Boy Luke, guys. Only a matter of time. So just, set your wallets on stun and get it. And I know a lot of people may pass on this one because of that. They're like, hey, I don't need all the Lukes, or I'm not familiar with this Luke. That makes sense. Totally makes sense. But damn, that's all I got to say. Damn, look at that right there. Man, that looks amazing. That looks phenomenal. Guys, that's going to be it for today. On this video right here. Remember to like, share, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications. We'll see you next time. Deuces.